Hi everyone, how are you? Hope all of you are doing well. As for today's lesson, we are going to learn past tense. Don't worry, it's going to be very simple. Just follow the slides and listen to the explanation. And after that, you can do the exercises provided. And if you encounter any problems, please get back to your lecturer. Okay, let's move on to the first slide. Okay, I think all of you are aware and still can remember what is past tense and you have learned it during your school days. Okay, but anyway, we use simple past tense for finished actions means the action is no longer active. It occurred or happened in the past and no longer active now. And the duration, I mean the time of the action is not important for past tense. Okay? How long the activity lasted is not important. The time is not important. But the action happened in the past and no longer active. For example, if you look at the first sentence, I sleep in the car every day. Okay, this sentence is in present tense form. But if you want to say that you sleep in the car yesterday, so you have to change the verb into past tense form. So it will be I slept in the car yesterday. So sleep changed to slept. Every day became yesterday. Okay, as for the second sentence, you can see I walk to school every day. This sentence is in present tense form. If we change the verb walk into past tense form, it will be I walked to school yesterday. Okay, these are just two examples to show the difference between present tense and past tense sentences. Okay, so again, I would like to state that the action is not important. It started in the past and ended in the past. I mean, the time of the action is not important. It started in the past and ended in the past. In the next slide, I will show you more examples. Okay, everyone, again, I would like to stress, normally we use past tense verbs for activities or actions in the past. Okay, here are a few examples. Normally, we add ed or d at the back of the verb to form the past tense. But there are verbs which change their spelling when we change them into past tense. Okay, if you look at the example, the first one, watch, present, right? Okay, she watched television last night. We add ed. My brother drove my car last week. Drive, change into drove. The naughty boy cried loudly last Sunday. Cry, change into cried. He made this beautiful house last year. Make, present will be make, but change into made because it is last year, past tense. Amina painted the picture last Wednesday. Paint, present is paint, change into painted. Normally, the verbs, there are two kind of verbs. One is regular and another one is irregular. Okay, what's the difference between regular and irregular verbs? Regular verbs, when we change them into past tense, we add ed or d at the back of the verb. Example, you see the first one, watch became watched. We add ed, or usually we add d. But irregular verbs, when we change them into the past tense, they don't add ed or d at the back of the verb, but they change totally. Okay, the spelling will change. Example, you see, drive became drove. So the spelling changed. So verbs which are formed with adding ed or d, they are called regular verbs. And most of the verbs, they are regular. But there are verbs which are irregular. Means you cannot add d or you cannot add ed when we are changing them into past tense, but their spelling change. They become totally different word. Okay, example, cry. You see, became cried. C-R-I-E-D. Can you see that? So they change. Okay, hi everyone, and I have informed you earlier that we use past tense for actions, activity happened in the past and they are no longer active at the present state. Okay, as I've mentioned to you, there are two kinds of verbs. One is regular and another one is irregular. Most verbs I've informed you, they add ed or d at the back of the verb when we change them from present to past tense. For example, the first one, W-O-R-K, work. We add ed at the back of the verb. Work became worked. Help became helped. Rain became rained. R-A-I-N-E-D. Rained. Okay? These are the examples. Words adding ed at the back. How about words ending with e? So how do we change them into past tense? Okay, I have stated few examples. The first one, H-O-P-E, hope. We add D at the back of the verb. Can you see that? Hope became hoped. H-O-P-E-D, hoped. Hate became hated. H-A-T-E-D, hated. Change became changed. We add D at the back. Shave became shaved. S-H-A-V-E-D, shaved. Okay, these are the basic rules. How we change the regular verbs from present to past tense. Okay, how about words ending in Y? Okay, there are two kinds of verbs here ending with Y. The first one, we have vowel plus Y. For this kind of verbs, we have to change it in this way. S-T-A-Y. Can you see? A is the vowel followed by Y. We have Y at the back. So we have to do what? Very simple. We just add ed at the back. Stay became stage. Okay. Again, you see the vowel is A followed by Y. Then you have stayed. S-T-A-Y-E-D. Another example. Pray. P-R-A-Y. You have one vowel after the R, A, followed by Y. Then you add what? You add ED. The same rule applies here. U plus ED. Pray became prayed. P-R-A-Y-E-D. Prayed. Okay? How about consonant? Consonant plus Y. Okay? Example, you have words where you have consonant plus Y, ending with Y. Okay, first example you see R is the consonant and Y followed by Y. Okay, these verbs are ending with Y. Okay, R is the consonant plus Y. So you have to remove the Y from there. Okay, after the consonant, you add I-E-D. So, became cried. C-R-I-E-D. Cried. You have to remove the Y. After the consonant, you add I-E-D. Okay, very simple. I hope all of you can follow. The next one, carry. C-A-R-R-Y. Okay, you have two consonants there followed by Y. So what we do? Again, we remove the Y, we add I-E-D. Simple as that. So became carried. C-A-R-R-I-E-D. Okay, these are the rules how we change the verbs from present tense to past tense. Okay, let's go through the next slide. I hope all of you can understand. It's very simple. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, how about verbs ending in one vowel plus one consonant? How do we teach them? Okay, so it's very simple. If we have verbs ending with one vowel and one consonant, we have to make it double consonants plus ed. Okay, for example, you have the word stop, S-T-O-P. So you have to make it double consonants. S-T-O-P, one consonant followed by another P, again another consonant plus E-D. So it became stopped. Can you see? S-T-O-P-P-E-D. So you have double consonants. Okay, this is for verbs ending with one vowel and one consonant. Okay, plan. P-L-A-N. Plan. You have one vowel. A is the vowel. Then you have one consonant. N. N is the consonant. So what do you have to do? You have to add another consonant plus by E-D. So plan became planned. P-L-A-N-N-E-D. So can you see you have double consonants there? Okay. How about if we have two vowels? Okay. If we have the word two vowels followed by one consonant. Example, the word S-E-E-M. You have two vowels followed by one consonant. In this case, you only have to add ed at the back of the word. Example, S-E-E-M. Okay, can you see S-E-E-M? You have two vowels with one consonant. So, you only add ed at the back. Seem became seemed. How about you have two consonants? Okay, two consonants don't double, only add ed. For example, want became wanted. Can you see W-A-N-T, want? You have two consonants there. N is consonant followed by T, another consonant. So you only add ed at the back of the verb. W-A-N-T became wanted. W-A-N-T-E-D. Same. Help. H-E-L-P. Help. You have double consonant. Okay. You only add ed at the back. Okay. Understand? I hope all of you can understand. This is very simple. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. Hi all. As I've mentioned to you earlier, there are two kinds of verbs. One is irregular and another one is regular. The regular, they have rules how to change them from present to past tense. We can follow the rules. Example, adding ed or d at the back of the verb. Okay, we can have clear rules for them. As for irregular verbs, I have stated earlier that we don't have the rules. We can't add d or ed at the back. They don't double the consonant. Okay, they don't have rules. They don't follow rules. For example, you can see go. For past tense, it will be went. See became saw. Buy became bought. Break became broke. Drive became drove. Is became was. Are became were. Can you see some of them? The spelling changed. Okay, the spelling changed. They don't have rules. Some of them, not only the spelling changed, but it became a different word. Example, is, you see, for past tense, we say was. Are, can you see, became a different word, became were. Okay, so these are the basic one which you should remember. I have attached the irregular verbs chart. Okay, so you have to download the irregular verbs chart, and then you can have more examples. You can see I have more examples in the chart so that you can understand better about regular and also irregular verbs. Okay everyone, don't worry, this is the last slide. Okay, let's recap what is past tense. Okay, again, simple past is used for finished actions. They are no longer active now at the present state. It happened, occurred in the past and finished in the past. They are no longer active at the present state. I hope all of you understand. There are two types of simple past, as I've mentioned earlier, regular and irregular verbs. Okay, that's all for past tense. I hope all of you can understand what is past tense. And if you have any problem, if you encounter any problems, please refer back to your respective lecturers. And yeah, please don't forget to complete all the exercises which we have uploaded in the eCampus. After completing the exercises, please submit to your respective lecturers. Thank you. And yeah, if you feel that you can't do the exercises, you have difficulties in doing the exercises, you can also refer to your respective lecturer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.